off.
Here we go. See how something interesting to note will be how fast Vince plays and down stacks, because like he's definitely going to be, well, there you see it.
Quick first game, yeah.
He just
Yeah, like I said, I think Doremy's issue in this game will largely be his style is very back-to-back heavy, and I think that's going to be well, it can certainly be a disadvantage and an advantage in different spots, but in this case, he's going to have to be very careful, a lot more careful than usual in terms of when he sends it, when he down stacks, because Vince is going to be pouncing on that. He's also not only one of the, well, he is the world record holder for 40 lines, but he is also second place in, I believe, Cheese 100 lines, which is a phenomenal achievement. So he's an amazing. He's got amazing speed and he's got a fast down stacker as well. So he's going to have to be very careful, Doremy, on this side. 2 quick games for Vince so far.
Yeah, he's really abusing his speed as like a very powerful weapon. Got a nice PC there too. It seems like...
Yeah, I think like, I mean, if you have the speed, you should definitely use it. In Ritteru's side, like I think he's chosen a more meticulous kind of play style. Vince, I think he's just kind of blitzing through, which is honestly working to great effect for him. Caught at the top of the field, Vince, T-spin double. Couldn't quite get the triple. On the attack with another triple, couldn't get the triple, opts out instead. Doremy safe right now. Vince just trying to apply more pressure, being very careless with his stacks right now.
You see that?
Very ambitious fractal there, yeah.
Yeah, at the top, I guess he was like confident in his speed that he'd be able to, execute the fractal. But there he covered his garbage hole and misdropped, and that cost him the match.
Very much so. Yeah, I do think Vince is probably very confident with his speed, and he probably has a decent gauge of how much he's able to get off. In that case, he wasn't so lucky. Doremy getting sent to the top, but amazing multiplier combo to be able to finish off Vince.
Yeah. Going back.
Quick 2 games from Doremy himself. Back to back, tie up the game. Vince, I think, is going to have to be a lot more careful now. I think Doremy is catching on to the pacing of the match.
Although Vince had a couple quick back-to-backs there, but he had a misdrop, and that slowed down his attack. Gave Doremy time to down stack, but it wasn't enough. He cleared out the misdrops and finished him off.
A little unfortunate there because Doremy actually blocked off his opening to a lot of that clean garbage that he could have cleared through to get into a safer position. Okay, Vince is deciding to go a little slower this time around. The slow is still relative. Even his slow pace is still 3.4 pieces per second. What astounding speed on this kid. He is only 15 years old.
Ah, wow. What a nice setup, but he didn't actually execute both T-spins. Oh, it's overhang for the T-spin by Vince and takes the round.
Very ambitious from Vince at the top there, but it was actually able to topple enough pressure over to Doremy to be able to get the win on him. Okay, Doremy made some compromises with some of his T-spin builds at the opening. Get to a safer position.
Oh, Vince.
Vince on the ropes. And he takes it. Okay, PC opening by Doremy. I think this is the first one we're seeing from him in this set, and I think it actually worked out. 4-4, he's caught up to Vince. Vince, I think, is going to have to change up his pacing a little bit to be able to match the new requirements. I do think Doremy has figured out a good system of surviving the onslaught that Vince is typically able to send over to him. Vince picking up the pace, though, playing at 4 pieces per second.
Ooh, Doremy put a Z-piece over his garbage hole, and Vince capitalized on that.
Yeah, it's very difficult to be able to choose optimal moves, especially at the top, but it's so important, especially when you got a player sending you that much garbage in such a short amount of time as well. Exactly in that spot, too, we kind of saw 215 APM, 4.7 pieces per second finishing average by Vince.
In that match, Doremy put the vertical eyepiece over his garbage hole, which cost him, because Vince was able to.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be very careful in this spot too. Vince has a lot of misdrops over, so not able to capitalize. Doremy actually takes the advantage there, 5-6. DT cannon opening by Doremy. Vince taking it a little slow. Toppling Doremy with pressure right now. Doremy struggling to survive. Manages to squeeze his way out. Opens up his field. He's now in a good position to spike out Vince. Unfortunately, he didn't have the pieces to get him out of that situation. The score is now tied.
Yeah, Doremy played pretty carefully that round, maintained access to his garbage hole so he could downstack necessary and block garbage. It worked out pretty well. Pretty efficient stack.
Oh. Slight misdrop by Vince, but no real trouble there. He's... Oh, no! That could be huge.
Yeah. Oh, but he made it.
That dig! Oh my god, dude!
How did that happen?
that just speaks to the incredible downstacking, how quickly Vince is able to get back to the bottom of the field. That was incredible downstacking in a game that should have been, for any other player, Doremy's to win.
Yeah.
Incredible. Amazing downstack combo by Vince as well.
5,000.
Send over a lot of garbage over to Doremy there. Oh, slight misdrop again. Let's see if Vince is able to speed through this one. This one's going to be a lot more difficult to tread. Fortunately, he wasn't able to do it.
It's a pretty tight match.
It is. I'm not surprised about this. I do think Doremy perhaps has a lot more efficiency on his side in terms of his gameplay than Vince. Vince kind of speeding through everything, but it's been working to his advantage, especially at the top of the field.
Do we know?
Doremy is getting really pressured at the top of the field. I don't think he has this.
Yeah, that was enough for Vince to take him out.
Yeah, unfortunate because Doremy ran out of room there. The pieces that he had weren't opportune, but to add to that, I mean, he also had a very unfortunate board. It was littered with cheese from what Vince was sending him.
Vince with the quick win that time, sending a ton of clean garbage. Hurry, and Doremy was not able to downstack in time.
Match point Vince. Vince only needs one more win here. Amazing board to work with. Let's see what he does with it.
He got into a little bit of a sticky situation, but able to downstack out.
Yeah, it looks like he's just kind of rushing through. I think he really wants to finish this game off. Okay, gonna encounter some issues with his downstacking there, but he takes it.
Takes it with 4.2 pieces.